And we're back.
Haha.
So,
Are you all ready for this?
Haha. Yes.
So ready.
So ready.
so you're going to attempt to round up as many turtles as you can, tie them together, and attempt to make a raft to pull this boat.
Yes.
Okay.
So silly when you say it like
This is
that.
such a thing.
So,
Bye.
Oh, Ferrous hates us right now.
no, I'm just, you've presented me with a situation that I'm just like, what the fuck is an appropriate dice roll for any of this?
Well,
I mean, honestly,
Um,
there's no answer to that question.
but see, not everything needs dice. Sometimes you can just roll with it, right? Eh?
Yeah, with dice.
so, I think I'm going to make this a survival check.
Okay.
So, do
For the
you...
tying rope bit.
Yeah, for the sort of like tying rope and getting this all set up. Do you want to give me that? And I presume Kelariis is going to help you, so you can have advantage.
Help me tie this rope.
I will
Lars.
help
You
you.
can do it. I'm good at survival. I'm very survivable.
Yeah.
Ah,
Survivable.
nice.
God dang it.
21. Okay, so
Helena.
Sorry.
I know.
you manage to gather 10 or 15 turtles and get them all tied up, and you run with a length of rope that like Vondal like feeds down to you. Vondal and the others manage to secure it on the, because it obviously has like things for if it needs to, the ship needs to be towed by a smaller vessel anyway. It has like little loop things. And yeah, you get it tied down. By this point, there is a small crowd that has emerged onto the deck that is just sort of like, what the bloody hell is going on?
I mean, same.
I just want the captain to feel like, what?
Yeah, I think I definitely think like at this point, it's like sort of like Morgan comes out and it's just sort of like, what is going on?
The turtles are gonna help pull the boat so we can get out of the that thing.
Doldrum.
Doldrum. I actually genuinely forgot as Helena.
Morgan attempts to comprehend what it is that you were just said, fails, turns to Vondal and reiterates the question, what the hell is going on?
V has convinced some turtles to pull the boat for us. There's really not that much else to it. And yes,
Morgan sort of
it is completely
mops his brow, looks up at the sun, looks at the inside of his pipe and goes, right then.
Yeah, she talks to animals. It's
Right
weird.
then.
It's weird elven fae shit. Don't ask. It's just as confusing to me as it is to you.
Okay.
Kelariis, should I help out by flying with Broomy and pulling too?
I don't think that will be necessary.
Well, it might be. They don't know if they're strong enough.
I'm trying to think of the nicest way to tell V that I don't think she's strong enough to properly pull the boat either. But I guess
But
it's the broom
not,
doing
it's not
the
V
pulling.
strength. It's the strength of the
No, I
broom.
know. I guess it is the strength of the broom.
It'd be very hard to stay on the broom because the rope would be pulling back on it.
I'm good at flying a broom.
Maybe let's see if the turtles need help first.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to
Okay.
insult them by having them think that we don't think they're strong enough. I believe in them real hard.
Go turtle!
Okay, so
How do I help you normal turtles?
the turtles begin to sort of like swim, and nothing really seems to happen.
Oh man.
Give me an intelligence check.
Me? Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay,
Well.
they've
nice.
got no rhythm.
Oh.
Oh.
They have no rhyme.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Does anyone?
We
have
need a drummer.
Yeah. Does anyone have a
Oh.
drum?
Or can someone sing a song? But like,
Okay, yeah. V's gonna take the broom and fly sort of in front of them and just sort of be like, okay, everybody swim at the same time as I say swim, okay? So 3, 2, 1, and then just go and go.
Oh, V.
Just keep swimming.
that's the way
Just
to do
keep
it.
swimming.
Keep swimming.
Y'all need to work
Okay,
together.
give me a performance
I
check.
believe in these turtles.
Give me a performance check to stay in rhythm.
Fuck.
Oh.
Okay,
That-
so they're not going to get advantage on this. Okay. Not really working.
Maybe I do need to help.
What? So the whole idea of singing was brought up, right?
Yeah.
To keep them in. I call up to Thalithsyr. Is she on the deck?
Yeah, like pretty much everyone is on the deck
Okay.
at this point.
Thalithsyr, do you think you could maybe try something? Or try to help out with keeping them on time?
She sort of like looks around nervously and is like,
It's okay if you... It's okay if not.
I can try.
You'll be great. I believe in you.
look, you're part of the Amber Eagle. You can do anything now.
Oh my god.
Jesus, Grim.
You're fucking grim.
You'll be great. I believe in you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh no. Oh, my persuasion. Set.
Oh
no.
Oh my god.
So many crits today.
I do believe in her, though. I'm not just saying that.
It's
I
real.
100% believe in her.
She
why you
she
got that
feels you believe, and she will give it a go.
I believe.
Rob,
in
if you don't give that girl advantage on her performance check now.
Okay, well, do you want to roll it, Jayla?
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let me here. Look, I can roll as her even. All right, don't fail me now, nice gods. Fuck yes! Yes! I'm so
Okay.
proud of her.
Right.
Damn.
So good.
That's an 18. That's a 7.
No.
15, okay. And a 17? Reroll it? Also 17. So that is enough.
Holy shit.
So, with a little effort, the ship begins to slowly, very, very slowly, begins to drift. It is not fast, but it is progress. And of course, once it gets up to speed, it gets a little bit easier to begin to pull. Well, you've done about as much as you can.
Well,
I guess at least we aren't dead in the water, but we can't like have these turtles pull all day.
yeah.
No, but every little bit helps.
Yeah, that's true.
So do you guys come back up to the ship?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, isn't V on the broom already?
I'll come
Yeah,
back
but
to
she's
you.
not on
Oh.
the ship, is what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you all come back to the ship. As you guys basically see Kelariis get back onto the ship, for the first time you see basically like the full extent of like Kelariis' upper torso. And basically from basically like just above her navel, like just where her ribs start, to just below her binder and an extension to an extent like on one of her, I think it's your like probably like your left shoulder.
Yeah.
Basically almost all of the skin on one side is just a mess of like white scar tissue down like one side of her body. Yeah, like it is a like a there is very little skin that isn't scar tissue, and And yeah, it looks like at some point she was like absolutely torn to pieces.
Oh my.
Oh dear.
Casually just on the ship now.
Yep. Just like everybody is looking at you.
Yeah, V probably sort of like doesn't say anything, but she's also like, she can't help but like look at it.
Yeah.
So I guess we're.
I guess the Syrah is the only person like not looking at your scars.
I
Well,
mean,
well,
she's
no-
the only one that's seen it
well,
before, so
yeah.
Vondal's gonna like, turn to Morgan and just go. So I guess we are at least moving moving a little bit.
It's better than nothing, I'll give you that.
How long does will this last for then? Typically.
Like I said, anything from days to a week, something like that. But maybe these turtles can drag us into somewhere where we can pick up a breeze, and we might be able to trundle along. I'll be honest, this is all kind of new to me.
I mean, I would be shocking if it was not.
Aye.
Anything need doing then, or
Just sort of looks around and... No, well, as long as deck's clear, things are in place. If a breeze comes up, then drop the sail, but otherwise, I guess... You're free to do what you want. He sort of looks up and like covers himself against the sun and sort of like is like, I might recommend staying inside though if this weather's gonna keep up. Generally not good for crew morale, this much heat. And he sort of stomps back into his cabin.
Guys,
Such a grumpy cat.
guys, I can make you
What?
ice cubes. And I would like to shape some ice into ice cubes.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Shit.
ooh,
Yeah, you draw in the moisture and form it into ice.
That is actually kind of great.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
yeah. Let's just find somewhere to cool off.
Perhaps we should like share some of the like ice with the others, or just put some ice in the current barrel that everyone's using.
Oh, in the water barrel, you mean?
Yes, in the water barrel, because like I assume like you open the water barrel and then
Yeah.
like so we should be able to put some ice in there so everybody benefits.
That's a very good idea.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Well, depending on how much V can freeze.
It's like a 5-foot cube, isn't it?
Is it like a
That's
5
fucking
a lot of
lot
fucking
of ice.
That seems like a lot for a cantrip.
No, I think that sounds
No,
about
5
right.
foot cube,
though.
yeah.
Yeah. You choose an area of water that you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube. And I can freeze the water provided there are no creatures in it. The water unfreezes in an hour.
Oh.
Which it would in this heat anyway,
I was
but...
gonna say it was
Yeah.
gonna melt anyway.
It would melt way quicker than an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, you could freeze like a barrel of water.
Ah,
Nice.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. And we all cool off.
Okay. Yeah, you're just sort of like left below decks with this ice barrel of ice water, the 5 of you.
Just sit next to the barrel of ice.
Yeah.
AC.
And I can do this every 6 seconds.
Oh,
Holy
nice.
shit.
Every 6
Every 6 seconds. Seems excessive.
Plus, it might tire you out. Like,
No, it's a cantrip. I'll be fine.
Yeah,
I meant more as in like RP tire you out.
that is quite literally the very least you can do.
That's quite literally the least I could do.
Well,
Right, let's
So I guess
Take the bait then. Vondal's gonna like look at Kelariis and like, oh, what happened?
Oh.
If you don't
Yeah.
mind me asking.
he's talking about the scars.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, she's probably thrown the tank toppy thing
Yeah.
back on. Sun's out, guns out.
Yep.
The sun's out, guns out tank top.
Vondal, like,
And
rolled up his long sleeves.
it's it was oh, it actually wasn't that. It was kind of a while ago, but it wasn't like super long ago.
Feels
I mean,
like
you're
a
only,
lifetime ago.
16, So
Yeah, no, but I mean like like year-wise, I don't even think it was.
It has been. Let's check the timeline.
I don't actually know how. Because
That's the wrong tab. Actually, no, I can break it off.
because that's the one thing I don't know characters how long like actual time measurement it's been.
Well, it's in the timeline. It's been. It's been almost 2 years.
Okay.
Because it was 816 is when when it happened, and it's nearing the end of 817.
Okay. Just write that down so I don't forget that it's been almost 2 years apparently.
It's in the timeline document if you want to refer to
yeah.
it. But...
Oh, I just meant like in my actual note.
Yeah, it's
so
fine.
that I don't. Yeah. Well, it's been a bit, but to make a long, I had a. I guess you could say run-in with somebody that wasn't treating people very well, and unsurprisingly, that ended up in a fight. I say a run-in. I went to seek them out because I couldn't not, really.
That certainly sounds like you.
It wasn't very like you at the time. It was the first time you'd ever done anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's what started me on all of this. But I couldn't just sit around knowing that something like that was happening. But I also vastly underestimated the abilities of that person, so. I think I learned a lesson then, but I also don't regret much about it, so.
Certainly left its mark.
Yeah, somehow, I mean... Jeez, how bad was that?
Do you want to make me a medicine check?
Sure.
I didn't actually hear what Cav said. What it?
How bad was it?
How bad it was.
Yeah,
Sorry,
how
it
bad
cut out a
was it?
little bit, but that's.
That's a
Um,
pretty shit roll.
You've seen Kelariis take like some like big hits before, but considering if this was in the past when she was younger, it probably wouldn't have been very far from lethal. And from the way it's scarred as well, you can tell that it wasn't treated magically, it was treated mundanely, which is why she has the scar tissue.
I think one was just gonna sort of like, say like, how would he say it? I'm trying to think how he'd word this. I guess he'd probably say, well, I guess now I know that there's more than one of us who's nearly died before we all met.
How do you mean? Is he? Okay, yeah.
Let's just say I've also had a bit of a, I guess you could call it a reckless moment.
Vondal, a reckless.
That's unusual.
Now this I need to hear.
Yeah, younger days. Much, much longer than 2 years ago, I'll tell you that much. Though in character, I'm not really sure how long ago it would have been. It would have been a while.
Let me tell you.
Today on Second Age, we do backstory math.
Backstory,
Backstory
man.
math.
Uh,
Only kind of math we like.
Also,
just
Timelines.
just over 50 years.
So yeah, just over 50 years ago.
also, quick question. I just want to confirm. This is like us sitting around the ice barrel, right?
Yeah, you're sitting around in the hold.
Classic ice barrel conversations.
Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like-
yeah.
It's literally a water cooler conversation you are having right now.
Yeah.
Holy
Literally.
shit. Yeah.
But yeah,
And it's also just the 5 of you, so.
so he's sort of just gonna go.
Plus dog.
I'd already done a few jobs for the Order. I'd been from town to town training militia. I had a fair amount of experience with it. So, you know, typical mission. Been training a militia. There's been a particularly evasive group of bandits, and I'd not been able to figure out quite why. They always seemed to be gone before we'd even set off to find them. Well, eventually we get a lead of a main camp that's far too permanent to be moved in any hurry. So, of course, me seeing this opportunity, grabs it with both hands. I take as many men as I dare, and off we go. Turns out, the reason that they always knew we were coming is because the local lord I'd been working for had been paying them, and was actually working as their leader. So, surprise, surprise, they knew exactly where we were going and that we were coming in the first place. He sort of just does a big sigh and just goes, I got all my men killed.
Yeah. Higher ups are always nasty. But yeah, seem to get everyone in trouble.
Luckily, I managed to get myself back and tell them what had happened. Wasn't long till that lord was gone, but I guess you can blame that for why I'm so cautious.
I was going to say that explains a fair amount.
Hmm.
I'm sorry though, that's hard.
Well, you can't exactly sit back and do nothing when things are going wrong, eh?
That I can agree with.
Kind of funny though how your action led to problem. Well, in my experience, it was inaction that led to a similar fate.
Oh,
More backstory.
Raises an eyebrow.
yeah.
Look, I just mentioned it.
And they are very similar circumstances.
Is that all you're gonna tell us, Grim?
Well, there's not much more to tell, is there? We said that we were gonna take back a settlement, and well, we weren't able to take any action until we got word from command. But yeah, it's always a mess, isn't it? I try not to think about it too much.
That's fair.
So, it's
Sounds about right for you, Kelariis. That's why you stopped taking orders.
Yup.
it's like it's kind of why I decided I want to start giving the orders instead of taking them.
But you
least-
said that the command is the problem. You want to be the problem?
Well, I'm gonna replace the problem.
The best way to solve a command issue is to be the command yourself and not make the same mistakes.
I
That
still
makes
think
sense.
being able to make your own decisions and action is probably best.
Yes, like I agree. Like a certain amount of freedom is necessary, but like that's like if well, in my own guild, I will be able to like give people that freedom within reason. Like probably like I should probably avoid stuff like letting them just randomly murder people. But like in a pinch, if they're in danger, they should be able to defend themselves. Because we've encountered plenty of situations where the law was kind of fuzzy or didn't really work out. Wouldn't you agree?
In our group, we certainly have. And he's sort of like, he doesn't say this maliciously because he's like saying it with like a smirk on his face, but he gestures to Kelariis and Arya and just goes, because situations like that seem to follow you two around quite consistently.
The law
Hey,
means
man.
well. Go.
I love the two different responses there. We had like Kelariis trying to be diplomatic and I just going, "How dare you?"
No, like it's not my fault that like giant monsters sometimes attack me.
I was gonna say, the law means well sometimes, but really, it's not always the best thing at the end of the day.
You know, we may actually agree on something along those lines.
It's usually a good guideline, but in the end, should be used as a guideline.
And to be honest, a lot of the time, well, the laws are made by people in power. And those people and if they have the power to better themselves, they'll take it.
Even at the expense of others.
Exactly.
This is all really depressing.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you tell us a story then? Cheer us up. You're probably the best
I
at
don't
it.
have that many stories. I can tell you some stories about my mom.
Oh,
But I might have told some of them already.
That's okay, we'll hear them again.
Okay, if we start telling stories you have definitely heard already.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Vondal reacts as if he's heard them for the first time.
Aww.
Make me a deception check.
Damn.
oh, that's gonna be tough.
He doesn't need to make a deception check because you wouldn't insight check it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, burn.
Oh boy.
Okay, so yeah, you have happy little story time in the hold for a while, and I guess after a couple of hours, sort of like you feel the ship sort of like beginning to slow down and sort of like grind to a halt.
Oh dear. I should go check on the turtles, and they're probably tired, so I should probably say thank you and stuff like that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you go back up to surface, and the sort of like the turtles. You can still see like the rope that's tethered to them is in the water, but they're sort of like dipping around in the water and like not really like swimming in a group anymore.
Hello, friends. Are you tired?
A little bit.
Well, it's okay if you want to take a rest. That's fine. It's really cool that you helped us already.
Yeah, so they just like sort of drift about for a bit. Yeah, and I suppose by the time they're ready to get going again, it is probably close to evening.
I guess also if nobody has, if I haven't seen anybody do it yet, we should probably get them some food or something, because I doubt
Yeah.
they're.
I don't know what turtles eat.
That's a good question. Fish?
I almost said not English word for it. Hold on.
plants.
It
And
depends on what
small-
kind of turtles they
Various
are.
plants and
Turtles.
like algae and very small fish, probably.
What turtles in the wild eat depends greatly on the type of turtle and its natural habitat. Wild turtles typically eat a lot of plants that grow in the water, small insects, snails, worms, and even dead marine animals and fish.
Yes.
There you go,
Well,
guys.
there you go.
That's what
Yeah.
Google said.
That's what Google says.
Thanks, Google.
And that is
However,
our real
would you like to make me a nature check to see if you know what turtles eat?
Hey, I know, but I just wanted to know out of character for a second. And also
Yeah.
so that you don't have to bullshit on whatever the fuck
Yeah.
turtles eat.
Oh, I knew that they were sort of like
Nice feed.
algae feeders.
22.
Nice.
Cool.
That's a good nature check.
So yeah, you suspect that like you might be able to take some of the provisions and sprinkle it in the water, and they might be able to eat that.
Yes, I will do that.
Yeah, you feed the turtles.
Yes.
How big is the crew of this ship, actually?
The crew of this ship is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 24 people.
Oh, cool. That's handy then.
Including or excluding us?
Including you.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that's actually.
Because I guess what I might as well do is feed the people.
But we have food.
Yeah, they have food provided. You
Like
don't.
non-bland food.
Yeah.
God, you were so eager for me to do that earlier.
Yeah, you can do it when it's needed, but now it's not needed.
The reason I mentioned it is because if we're gonna be drifting out here for days and food is, when we're out of food, at least people know that we aren't screwed.
Yeah, it's a morale
Yeah,
booster.
That's fair.
Huzzah.
Like, we won't run out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have lots of food. We have infinite food.
Okay.
Well, until you pass out.
So,
Yeah, that's why I packed out.
V, do you want to make me a perception check as you are feeding the turtles?
Okie dokie. Fuck.
Okay.
Boy.
I'm
Cool.
feeding the turtles.
You are feeding
Easy.
the turtles.
Feeding turtles.
You are feeding the turtles.
So, eventually the turtles sort of like finish up their meal and sort of like get back into the rhythm of swimming. They seem to have developed a method of doing it themselves now. They don't quite need quite so much boosting from the Cirrus efforts. And just as you're about to turn in for the night, we'll stop that. And I guess we'll use this track. The night is beginning to sort of like fall around the boat, and it's still fairly calm around the waters. And actually, you notice as the sun goes in, it actually starts to get like a little bit cold. At like fairly decent rate, because obviously there's no insulation around the boat because it's in the middle of the water. And just as the sun is setting and moonlight is beginning to sort of like become the dominant light over the boat, it probably would be one of the crew on deck. Oh, it's probably one of the halflings actually. Calls out that there's a ship on the horizon.
Pirate Battle version 2.0.
Oh boy.
Not
Oh, boy.
necessarily.
Not everyone is a pirate.
It's the high seas. Everyone is definitely a pirate.
We're not pirates.
Yar.
That you know.
We did rob a ship.
I mean,
No, we
Anyway.
didn't go out seeking the ship to rob.
yeah.
Anyway,
We just counter-robbed it.
Robbed it? Holy shit.
Is that I don't know if that's correct, but okay.
It is a thing now.
It's called looting.
anyway, there is a ship on the horizon. Do you guys want to do anything?
We've seen ships before.
Keep an eye on
Our
it.
shift, is it? So,
It's not your shift, no.
no. Actually, there was one thing I was considering doing, but it was not related to the ship. I was gonna make more music box, or tinker with music box.
Sure.
See if I can like actually do that, just in spare time. The
Go for it.
office room.
Yeah. Make me a Tinker's Tools check.
Oh, I guess we're on the ship.
Yeah. You So are you making improvements to the existing one, or just making a new one?
I guess I'm just messing with different songs. See if I can like figure it out.
Yeah. You fiddle with it, and you realize that you can make it do like a whole bunch of different tones depending on like how you do the tension of the spring. And you can you sort of tweak it, vary the pace and stuff. You spend most of the evening tinkering. But yeah, so where are you guys as this ship comes past you guys?
I guess I would be here.
So what? Where would we be?
Where would you be as the ship goes past?
I don't know, I'd probably be on deck.
Yeah, I think V is also just sort of like enjoying the cooler air.
Yeah.
Chill on deck
Cool.
or something.
Yeah, that's.
If you guys are on deck, do you want to make me a perception check?
Nope.
I got literally 10 more than you.
Okay. So, Kelariis and Arya, you both notice, like, as the ship comes up on you, the ship is actually static in the water. Like, it isn't moving, much like you would not be if you were not being pulled by turtles.
Rip.
It still has its sail up, though. Like, nobody's made the effort to, like, collapse the sail. And as it sort of drifts past, you notice that there's nobody on deck at all.
It's a ghost ship.
Maybe they all just went to bed.
But to have nobody on deck at all is kind of dangerous.
I don't know anything about ships.
Well, they're probably not expecting anyone to be able to approach them.
There's not even somebody like... Nobody?
You can see nobody at all.
Doesn't the captain give like any order instruction?
He hasn't given any orders to you guys because you're not part of the crew, but...
No, but I imagine since V and stuff are up there, they might hear something.
Oh, he doesn't give any specific orders about the boat. It just goes past, and they just sort of regard it.
I mean, if they were in a similar situation to us, but obviously didn't think of the idea of pulling a boat with turtles, then they're probably just retired to the fact that they can't go anywhere. No one's going to be approaching them, so why would they be up on deck where it's warm and not good?
It's not warm now.
Yeah, it's cold now.
Yeah, it's cold, so they're probably below deck staying warm rather weirdly now. Or sleeping.
It's still
Finds
pretty
it weird I
suspicious
can
that
fly
no one is
over.
there.
Yeah.
You want me to fly over?
See, it's strange, but not unfeasible. I'd argue the stranger thing in these waters at the moment is the fact that there's a boat being pulled by turtles.
The turtles are nice. Don't judge them.
The turtles are nice. I'm just saying that what you have done is a rather extraordinary thing. And actually a lot less likely to happen than, say, a boat having no one on the deck when they can't move.
One of the crew members who is near you guys as you're saying this sort of says, "Aye, it is a bit strange. Not even a night watchman."
Think something happened?
He sort of shrugs. Not my place to say.
Look, I'll go fly over. I'll take my broom and just.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of get on the broom. Morgan, who is sort of like in the process of retiring, is sort of like, don't go too far.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I land on the other ship?
Yeah, you land on the other ship.
Can I knock on the hatch? Hello?
Yeah, you knock on the hatch. No response.
Can I open the hatch?
Yeah, it's not. It's secured in the same way that your hatch is by just a bolt that you just pull to one side.
I just sort of peek my head down and I'm just like, hello? Is anybody here?
Give me a perception check.
Perception. I don't get advantage?
Can't see anybody.
Can I go a little bit deeper?
Sure.
Like into the whatever the fuck
Sure.
language.
Below the decks.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, come with me then, I guess.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so you descend below the decks of the boat, and you take a small a look around. From cursory evaluation, this boat it's quite clearly like a lot smaller than the vessel that you're on, but it's of a similar sort of style. It's a cargo vessel of some sort. Although this one doesn't have the 3 decks like yours does. It only has 2. And as you descend into this lower space, you can quite clearly see some sort of like some sort of rest cabin that has got the door like sort of propped open, and the rest of it seems to just be storage space. All of which is basically completely empty.
Okay. How does it look like it's been recently used? Is there any dust or like anything?
Give me an investigation check.
Nope.
There's dust, but nothing. Nothing gives you any indication as to sort of like how long ago this was used.
Okay. Can I go any deeper?
You can move around in the bottom of this thing, but this is the lowest layer of the ship. Oh, with the exception of the bilges, which is like a crawl space underneath the bottom of the boat.
So is there like this was like storage space, right?
This is like storage space, and there's a small cabin ahead of you that like it's got the door propped open, and it looks like it's got beds in it.
Can I first check if there's anything in crates or barrels or anything like that? If there's any sort of cargo that the ship might have been carrying.
Sure. As you take a look around, you take the lids off a couple of the boxes. It looks like from like how this has been left, it looks like there was maybe livestock and grain perhaps stored in this, because there's tether posts for animals, and there's store boxes for like for feed and things.
Does it smell like animals?
Faintly.
Okay.
If there was animals here, they haven't been here for like long enough for the smell to sort of like deteriorate. And there's no evidence of animals or grain in here.
Alright. Guess I'll check out the cabin then.
Okay. You go inside. As you step inside, basically to one side there is like a table that looks like there's like a number of like tin plates left out that look like they've still got like the remains of some sort of like the very dregs of some sort of broth like still in them, and it's like sort of it's gone a little bit furry on top.
Gross.
But it looks like the way it was left, like nobody's made any effort to sort of like clear this away, and like some of the beds look like basically like the bedclothes are laid out as if somebody's just sort of like flipped them off and then like got up out of bed and then not made them again.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any, I guess, like personal items from anyone maybe?
Give me a perception check.
22.
No, this place honestly looks like it was stripped of anything that looks like it was of value.
Okay. Alright, I guess I'll go back upstairs. Or like
Okay.
back on the deck.
Cool, we'll go back to the deck.
News, she's alive.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
I'm dead.
rip.
Oh no.
After a moment,
shit.
after a few moments, V sort of comes back up through the hatch onto the deck.
Is there like a captain's quarters?
There is a small room at the back of the boat.
Okay, I guess I'll go check that out.
Okay, yeah, you open the door. It appears to be in a similar state.
How strange. There doesn't seem to be anyone on the boat. Like
At
ever.
all? Oh.
Yeah. It's really empty.
That's very strange.
That is incredibly strange.
Right.
Question
Guess
is-
we don't want anything to do with it now, so let's just move on.
Well, the question is, did they leave? Or I guess I'm not on the ship. I'm below
I'll
decks.
come over.
Well, you can yell across to each other. You're not that far away from each other. The turtles aren't moving you that quickly.
No, but I'm like below decks. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Oh no,
actually-
you're not there at all. Yeah.
Mate.
Oh yeah.
I yell through the hole.
Okay, yeah. So you zoom back on over to the boat.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be anyone, like, at all.
That's weird. Was there anything like left on the ship?
Not really. It looked like maybe it like carried like animals or something at some point. But there weren't any left, and it didn't really wasn't any grain left, or there wasn't really any like I don't know. It just didn't seem like there was like a bed that was like a little bit unmade, and like it looked like somebody just like jumped out of bed and left it. And that was kind of it.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah. I think I checked out most of the parts of the ship.
Well, if there's nobody on there, I guess we keep going?
yeah, I mean, I don't see much reason to stick around.
I don't really know what else to do. That's still really weird, though.
What's gonna happen to that ship? Is it just gonna like
We'll just float there, I guess.
drifting around?
Probably just stay there.
Well, okay. I don't really know what to do about that, so.
Okay. Well, in that case, you eventually sort of pull away from it, and yeah, eventually, it begins to sort of like settle into night as the ship comes to a halt again, and the turtles are sort of like they start to like just sort of mill around again.
Well, if they're tired, then they're tired. It's fine.
Oh, I guess I'll also make sure that they're fed.
Yeah, like we feed the turtle essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Then I guess you guys just retire for the evening.
Graham, there was a really weird boat. There wasn't anyone on it.
Ah. Wait. What do you mean? Wasn't anyone on it?
Yeah, like the sails were up and stuff, but it wasn't moving because there isn't any wind and there wasn't anyone on deck. So I went over and I looked around and there wasn't anyone. It was just empty.
Find anything valuable?
Nope.
Oh, grim.
Wait, did you find any clues as to where they went?
Nope.
Did you wait? Isn't there like a log or something for ships?
I don't know where that usually is.
Oh, well,
And I think we're too far away from it anyway.
that's
If there was a logbook of any kind, then you didn't see one. You didn't see a space where there could be one.
it's weird. Like you'd assume. Oh, I guess they might have been picked up by something. Another ship.
Maybe.
Or they could be victims from people like the pirates we met earlier.
Oh.
Were there any bodies on there?
No.
Oh, sorry, I don't know if we're actually there at this con.
Oh, well.
You can be wherever you want.
I imagine like we,
We're getting ready to go to bed.
something like that.
I wasn't sure if like V specifically went to find Grim. Like, yo, Grim.
Yo, there was a boat. No.
Or just like while we were. getting
No, we're
ready to
feeding the
bed.
turtles. That's what we're doing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we were
Oh,
feeding
right.
turtles. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I already forgot what we were saying.
Well, God, that's if there were any dead bodies, and I was like, no.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think I would have seen the dead bodies. If there were any.
Well.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well,
it's
there wasn't even signs of a struggle.
Yeah.
Well, there's this thing called surrender, and sometimes people get killed anyway, or just thrown overboard. But that would be weird to leave this ship behind in that state then.
Yeah. What would have happened to like the cows and stuff?
Well, the cows might have been taken as loot. Wait, could the people have been captured? Or they might have just I have no idea.
I don't know.
Well. Did you guys ask the captain?
No. I don't think we did.
Well, I don't know, but guess we'll never find out.
That's dumb. It's not fun to not know things.
Yeah.
You know what? Fair.
Oh well.
You hear a voice
Or
in the back of your mind. Roll better on your investigation check then.
Sassy.
Look.
Well, I guess at least I figured out like how to get more notes out of my music box. So perhaps one day I'll actually be able to play Halfling Camp on it.
Yep.
Is that seriously what you've been
Is that
doing
your
this whole
end
time?
goal?
No,
Grimm's
that was just
endgame
like-
goal is to make a music box that plays Halfling Camp.
At any point you can go.
It was more a case of because I know that's a song V knows.
Oh my god, yeah, fuck.
So I was like, well, that seems the most relatable song.
Well, surely what you should be doing then is using the music boxes to share more songs.
Why is that so creepy, Rob?
Because it's the music box ambience that I have.
See, that's the thing. Music boxes are always creepy.
Yeah, I know that.
They kind of are.
See,
That's
they're
nice.
creepy when you play them like this. If you just like sat in somewhere that's really bright and you play them, they're normally all right. But
But yeah,
given it's nighttime and we're all below a deck on a ship, it makes it a bit creepy.
so we can. So I imagine I've like just a couple of basic songs on there. Well, I can make it do a couple of
Your
basic songs.
mixtape.
Yeah, my mixtape.
Oh my God.
They're not so much songs as they are just like successions of notes, but yes.
Yeah. No vocals, unfortunately. Well, we can add vocals. We can have a
Yeah.
karaoke night.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
But I guess we'll keep that for when we have some spare time and less people to annoy. Though they might enjoy it. Who knows?
Okay, I guess you guys all turn in for the night then.
Yes.
And Vondal does some writing.
Cool.
Scribbly scribblies, quill on a page.
Okay. Well, with that, let's have a different music track for a bit.
Yeah. Sick.
Okay, so you wake up the next morning. And you begin, much as you have done, your shift for the 11th day of your journey.
How are the turtles?
The turtles seem contented to sort of just like go in little spurts. But as you get about halfway through the morning, the ship stops and the turtles seem to just sort of be milling around at the bottom of the boat. And as you come out, V, they cluster around you and they're sort of like, we kind of need to go now. We've got to go that way.
Okay. Well, thank you. You were really nice.
Glad we could help, I guess.
I want to pat them all on the head.
Okay. And pat them on their heads.
Yes.
And set them loose. Remove your peculiar rope rigging and take it back aboard. And yeah, you are still in the doldrums, but there is a very slight current that does seem to be gradually pushing you towards your destination. Okay. So you drift along for a couple of hours. You finish up your chores on the boat. What is everybody doing?
I go talk to Arya in the crow's nest.
Okay. So the two of you
Not
are up
really
in the
like
crow's
talk
nest.
about anything specifically, but
Just-
just like
Yeah, you're just both up there. It is, again, incredibly warm.
Ugh. Gross.
I guess I might also check up on Zudar, see if, just in case there's anything he has to share that is worthy of notes. But maybe just a friendly chat.
Sure, I guess he would be sort of just in the crew quarters, so...
Okay.
What are the others doing? Oh, you've had long rests, by the way, so you're back at full hit point.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I just realized that.
I no longer have damage from falling on my face.
Well, it was more from getting hit by flying barrels, but yeah.
Okay, well.
Fair.
Flying barrels,
I guess
falling on your face, same thing.
what's like first thing in the morning? What's everyone doing?
Well, it's probably about midday by now.
Oh, okay.
We should have siestas around midday. It's weather.
That does seem to be what most of the crew are doing.
No.
I think Vondal's probably like checking over his journal to make sure that like the heat and also how probably like tiredness and all that and how he's feeling in the hot weather hasn't affected his hand too much and it's actually legible.
Yeah, sure. It seems pretty decent. Kelariis, what are you and Tallithsyr up to?
Honestly, probably just on the deck, like, hanging out, chatting,
Okay, cool.
or something.
Yeah, you're probably the two people who are the most acclimatized.
Yup. We're just like, yeah, this is fine.
Cool. So yeah, as the middle of the day rolls around, I would like, for starters, those of you on deck, can you make me a perception check?
God dang it. It's not going well.
Pretty bad.
Okay.
Doing great, guys.
good.
We're all doing great.
Okay, so I guess none of you will actually notice this. Oh no.
Good roll for Sarah.
Oh yes, yeah. Roll for Tallithsyr as well.
Oh, sure. No,
Wow.
no, that was the Cirrus. Sorry.
CC
Sweet
Kelariis.
girl.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of you are just like engaged in conversation and are just totally unbothered by anything else that is going on.
I'm distracting. I'm distracting Arya.
Yeah. I'm just like listening to this inane babble.
Yeah.
About the turtles, probably.
Probably just
Probably.
about turtles.
Avi's telling you about her ranking of nicest animals.
Yep. And I'm just like, okay.
And that concludes my top 100 favorite animals.
I hope Lyra was somewhere close to the top of that list, or she'd be
Oh,
pissed.
well, no, not really, because she's. Really
Oh no.
Lyra isn't an
Lyra,
animal.
you are
Lyra
my
is a
buds
person.
now.
Well, now.
Well, yeah, wolves.
Anyway.
I'd like to think that this conversation actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is like
No,
real
it's not
canon
top. She wasn't very nice to me. She's nice to you now.
So this
Yeah,
is the
probably.
conversation that is happening. As I need everybody. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay,
Oh,
is this a
fuck.
charm? Wink.
It is a charm if you are
Hey.
elven ancestry.
Magic?
Oh, so
It is
doesn't
magic.
candy.
Okay, that's also good.
Is that everybody, or
Oh
everybody
my
on
Oh
God.
my god.
Oh my
Can we stop
God.
rolling the
Everybody,
same way?
everybody sucks.
Oh, fuck you.
Right, everybody.
Hold on.
Oh,
that's-
also Stathira?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
everybody. So.
Oh, everybody.
Fuck on.
Everybody.
Oh,
And I'm
well,
guessing
Oh,
that only
Zira.
Zira gets your bonus though, right?
Yes,
yeah,
because
but
she's next to you.
it's still really
But I think
sad.
it's only Zira.
accidentally did.
Lyra does not need to make one because Lyra does not fulfill the criteria.
Everybody
Humanoid.
person. Everybody person.
Yes.
With
I
Lyra
could
around,
use
that means
that
we can
roll.
have a Sinbad moment.
Okay, so Ira and V, you both have advantage. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
So.
Sure.
Wait, why does Grim have two wisdom
Oh,
saves? One at -1, one at 4.
Uh,
Oh, because one of them
actually,
is.
you roll as Sudar. Sudar is 4.
Okay.
Sudar actually has wisdom.
I'd like to hope so if he's a cleric. God.
So. Grim, Tallithsyr, and several members of the crew. All of you hear a. In the distance, there is the sounds of in the quite near distance actually. Starts up the sounds of somebody singing.
Oh no.
Oh,
Here
no.
it goes.
Hooray!
And
God.
Fucking sirens.
Oh, cold.
Why did you have to bring that up?
Fuck.
Personally blame Minnie for this.
so, I guess we'll do this in initiative.
Oh, great.
Well,
Oh wait, hang on. I will reveal all of your tokens temporarily because all of you are technically in but nearby locations.
Are we including the Sudar?
Well, he has passed his wisdom save, so what he does is up to him.
I imagine he isn't too bothered then.
But he may want to help people who aren't.
Okay, I'll roll for him and then he can show up in an initiative.
that is
yeah.
a solid 19.
Should probably activate my breaker for.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Should I roll the Siren as well?
Yes. Yeah, especially because she hasn't succeeded her saving throw.
Aw.
I seriously about to be the best on initiative here? Come on, guys.
This is just the worst.
Come on, guys.
Oh dear. Well, this is terrible.
You're getting beaten in initiative by Vondal.
Oh,
Come on.
nope.
Oh,
No, that was higher.
yeah.
Yeah, Vondal's higher than Lyra.
Well, because Lyra doesn't add her like point something something to things.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Lyra would be higher.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because she'd have like 18 point then whatever her dex
Oh wow,
is.
it
She's
makes
definitely
perfect
more
sense.
like
that
She has
these go first.
18.12 technically.
Yeah. So technically Lyra would go first.
Well, I guess it depends. Do we do player's advantage or not? Like, she's kind of a player.
If you're tied with a friendly, you can choose to go either.
I thought the whole point of this point something something was to not tie anymore.
But it's mainly for the turn orders. That
Yeah.
mess up.
Okay,
But yeah, technically Lyra should go before Vondal because Lyra has higher dex.
There we go.
Bork.
Person got
Pork.
Iron Vondal. That shows
Pork,
how badly
pork.
everyone rolled. And how
at,
well I rolled. Because that's one off a crit, and then.
Okay, so that guy's token is going to represent the crew's turn. So basically, as you look around to see where the sounds of the singing is coming from, Arya and V are emerging from the water off to the left-hand side of the boat are two figures. They look very similar to regular Fey creatures. They've got the typical long ears, very elegant features, generally quite pretty looking. Except that they have a completely bare torso, and at the legs it turns into basically like a set of scales. And that's as far as you can see from the surface of the water. They appear to have like some sort of like webbed, almost like frog legs, I guess, that they are using to propel themselves. And they are singing a song. Yeah, okay, so it's bonus action to keep singing. And I guess they will just hold actions. Oh, I need to make stealth checks. Okay.
Need to make what now?
Need to make stealth checks, it's fine.
There are enemies nearby.
You can't sleep now.
I sense a trap nearby.
You can't sleep now. There's
No.
enemies nearby.
That would probably be there, actually. Vondal, you succeeded your saving throw, correct?
Aye.
Okay. You can hear a singing from outside.
Is that just it?
Yes.
Nothing's actually happened.
Nothing has happened yet.
The one time I don't want high initiative, I get high initiative.
Now you're going to be the last to react.
Well, I guess Vondal would just go to the doorway and just peek out from the doorway.
Okay, yeah,
What's
you
going on?
you can see, like about 60 feet away are two figures swimming in the water and singing a song.
I don't know what he'd do then. He'd just sort of just stand there looking.
Well, do you know what they are?
Oh yeah, make me a nature check.
Nope.
Nope.
It's just two ladies in the water singing at you.
Yep. I guess he'd just look a bit. He'd probably just stand in the doorway, looking a bit confused, like looking around at everyone, going, "What? What's going on?"
Okay. Lyra.
Orc?
Lyra
Yeah.
comes up the stairs with her 40 feet of movement and is like, the fuck?
Yep, pretty much.
At this point, several members of the crew walk up from below decks,
Oh dear. They're gonna throw themselves off the ship.
and promptly jump off the ship.
Yep.
God
saw that
damn it.
coming. That's what sirens do!
I know.
Grim,
I
you are compelled,
Time to take a dive.
as long as you are not within 5 feet of the siren, you must move towards the siren by the most direct route, using as much movement as you can. You do not avoid opportunity attacks, but you do not voluntarily move into damaging terrain surfaces.
So I guess that would.
Oh yeah, those dudes need to...
If the
Nope.
door is.
the door is like smack bang in the middle, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. I would just make it to here, I guess.
Oh, Grim is standing on the edge, ready to jump.
Grim!
Well,
well,
but
that's
you
Grim.
you have... That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then another 25 because you can dash.
Oh,
Oh, wait. If I'm desperate enough, I could activate my belt.
Well, to get an extra
Extra 30. No, extra 10 movement.
yeah, extra 10.
But maybe.
It doesn't say anything about... I don't think you can use actions.
well, he would have used his action to dash.
Oh yeah, no, because you would use your action to dash because it gives you more movement.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you are not wearing heavy armor.
No.
Yeah, nobody is wearing armor
Yeah.
because you didn't see this coming.
Why the
Thank
fuck
Lord.
would we
No,
wear armor?
because you spend your turn falling into the water.
Oh, okay.
Whee.
Oh, okay, good.
Also, like, wearing heavy armor on a boat is like a reverse life vest.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, it is hot as balls.
Yeah.
Also that.
Oh yeah, I should... Now that you guys are aware that you're in danger, I should probably change the music.
Yeah, no more
Very
happy
happy.
sailor music.
Oh.
Okay, so Arya, you watch as several members of the crew jump off. Do you want to make me a nature check?
So remember the crew and Grim.
And Grim, yes.
I have
Yeah,
no
and
idea.
Grim.
Okay, you don't know what these things are, but you definitely, because of your elven nature, you definitely know that these things are trying to charm you, and that's presumably what's happening to the rest of them.
Fuck. I have my weapons on me, right?
I presume you carry your bow and sword with you everywhere, so yeah.
Okay, can I shoot one of the sirens?
Okay, so you
Can
draw.
I see the sirens?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. They're just
Okay.
they're
Oh,
literally
they were
just
covered. Sorry, they were covered by the initiative order.
Oh yeah, they are sitting in the water. So you're drawing an arrow and firing, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Before that happens,
Oh no.
Hell, that.
Excuse me?
held action goes off.
What?
I
You
need
heard him say they're
you.
holding an action.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is it a charm?
No, it is not a charm.
Doesn't even matter.
Nice.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. I should have said for V's benefit, it's a spell.
Oh,
But-
well, whatever. Doesn't
Well, I
matter.
think they're because they're down there. Probably too far away from me, aren't they? Oh yes, they are. Because I'm on.
Yeah, because you're up high, and
Gathering.
yeah, because they're like 10 feet, no, 15 feet below the surface of the deck anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, they're super far away.
So yeah, your arrow knocks, you loose it.
Roll.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Which one are you aiming at? The top one or the bottom one?
The top one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you fire an arrow down. It strikes into the creature, and the creature, its song is interrupted for like a half a second as it lets out this, as it is hit. I don't think it makes a con save. Oh, sorry, Grim, you need to make me another wisdom saving throw, by the way, I forgot. At the end of your turn.
Not gonna be promising anyway.
You never know.
Nope. You're still charmed.
That's 5.
Okay, so that's action used. What do you want to do? You've got movement and bonus. Anything?
Luka.
No.
No. Okay. Zudar. Zudar is going to be like, "What is going on, Vondal?"
Well, I imagine we were talking and I suddenly just walked
Yeah, you
away.
just like moved out of the thing on top speed, and he's just like, "What is going on?"
I'm just gonna say, Grim and the crew are overboard. I think they're charmed.
Oh, okay. So Zudar is going to come around the corner. Not really know what is going on. He's going to look at his spell list.
I've been looking, but it's not looking great.
He is going to cast Bless on Grim.
And choose 2 other creatures.
Oh, on all of them then. So yeah, he casts Bless, and that is his turn. Kelariis.
Okay, do I know what the things are?
Nature check.
'Cause that is important. Fuck.
No idea.
Shit. Okay. And I don't know something's up with the Sierra right now because she hasn't done it.
Make me a perception check.
Okay.
No.
Shit. I did see Arya fire a shot though, and I trust.
Yeah. Something bad is happening, and you just watched a whole bunch of people jump off the ship.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I guess I'm gonna run up to the I say run up, move up to the railing and.
Oh, I
It's
forgot to.
really far away. Oh,
Yes,
man.
and it's 15 feet down as well.
Oh fucking hell! I don't even know if I can chuck a javelin that far.
Like, you can chuck them like 100 and something. But,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, you'll be chucking it at disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, the worst that happens is I lose a javelin, I guess. Because I
No.
sure as hell aren't reaching them unless I jump in the water.
the
Oh.
5 copper piece.
I know, like I'm not super worried
Yeah.
about losing a javelin.
Yeah, rip in peace 5 copper.
Yeah. Chuck that javelin. That was not great.
That is a just about a hit.
Oh,
Nice.
well shit. Alrighty, take that.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah. Actually, I've
Ooh,
also realized.
Then
Cool.
I
Yeah.
don't
So
know
you
what's
you strike one of the sirens. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw,
Oh,
as a spell is cast, but you're not in range.
that's not great.
Ooh, that is not great.
That isn't.
It's not your. Look at that second.
Uh,
Damn. Claris,
Are
no.
you sure Kelariis has advantage?
Right?
Well, I need to find out what the
Lars
DC of this
secretly has
is.
the answers.
Wow, that would be a
God.
revelation to have.
Yeah.
That's a fucking plot twist, yo.
You're secretly
twist.
my cousin.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Clarice, you feel your body seize up.
Oh, great.
You are paralyzed until
okay.
this spell is broken.
Cool.
I don't suppose it feels like a familiar spell.
It feels exactly like Hold Person.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Great. Do I still get the javelin off, or does that, like, not actually happen?
I will say, because I forgot about it, you get the javelin off.
Okay.
Because
fair enough.
the trigger is if I am attacked. Or if we are attacked.
Fair enough.
Okay. And with that, 3 shapes
Jeez.
emerge.
The
What the fuck are those?
What
That's
are
a very good
those?
question.
What the fuck are those?
How many ways can we say this?
So he can't throw that super far. So okay, 1, 2.
Angry merfolk.
Can I cast bees
Merfolk
underwater?
that big?
Okay, so 1 attack against Zudar, 2 against Kelariis.
Super. Why did you go this far forward?
Okay.
So I know how we talked
and-
about last time that we wanted harder encounters.
Yeah.
Look, they haven't hit us yet, so...
Yeah, right?
I mean,
Oh, yeah, I need to roll another.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, we've been in worse situations, I think.
Absolutely.
I think.
Baby.
Okay, so Kelariis.
Hi.
I'm gonna
You
use my
take-
laptop soon, by the way.
You're not gonna like this, but you take 40 damage
Fuck me, Jesus. Okay.
Whoa.
because
That
you're
is
paralyzed.
so-
They are auto crits.
No!
Oh my
Bye.
god. What the fuck?
Okay, well that's like half my health, but that could be
It is about to get worse because I believe when you're paralyzed, you fail strength checks.
worse. Yes?
You are pulled off the boat.
Oh, bye guys.
Yay.
Oh,
Uh,
actually, the crits, it only auto crits if they're within 5 feet of you.
Oh yeah, because they're ranged attacks. Okay, so you get 13 health back,
Okay,
and you're
that's
pulled into the water.
slightly better.
Miles,
Awesome.
yes.
Not great.
Great time, guys.
The attack rolls do have disadvantage.
No, they
No, they don't because they're paralyzed. They are thrown at long distance because they are
Gotcha.
disadvantaged, and then they get the disadvantage is mitigated by the advantage of paralyzed.
Yeah, you feel all strength.
Do you want to take your turn before you move the laptop?
Yes. V is just straight up gonna fucking jump off the crow's nest and cast Featherfall on herself because she's falling.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you land on the deck, no problems.
And then I'm gonna, I guess, fuck.
I'll say it takes you 5 feet of your regular movement to drop.
Okay. Oh god, I just saw what happened to Kelariis. I don't want to get too close. Oh god, no, I can't. Okay, no. I'm gonna have some self-preservation for a second. I'm going to cast Storm Sphere right about here.
Okay,
So that's a 20-foot radius, so it should encompass literally everything, but not Kelariis.
Hooray! Not Kelariis.
Thanks.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
Oh god, the others are gonna totally walk into that though. Fuck.
It's okay, I have a plan.
So is that in the right spot?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we'll leave it there because it is a circle, isn't it?
Yes, it is a 20-foot radius.
Okay. So
Everyone can take 2d6 bludgeoning damage, which I guess I will roll.
and they just take that, do they?
No, they must succeed on a strength save,
Strength save. Okay.
or like they must fail a strength save,
Or else they take
yeah.
half, or none.
or else they take nothing.
Oh.
Save or suck.
But that's only the first part of the damage roll.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow. Okay.
Good old save or suck.
So. Oops. Okay, so this the storm sphere springs into life and buffets a number of the strange sea folk, with the exception of one who seems to be fairly resilient against it.
And I'm gonna target this lady with my bonus action, lightning
Okay.
zappity zap, which has advantage because she's in the range.
Oh yes, 'cause in the range of the buffet, yes.
Wait, I need to check my spell attack. Okay, yeah. So roll 1d20 plus. I need to slash that. That's not very good.
That is not a hit.
Damn it! Come on!
Oh my god.
So you launch this bolt of lightning out, and she just slips under the water for a moment.
Son of a bitch. Well, it's my turn.
Go ahead
'Cause
and
I
use
literally
laptop.
used everything.
Yes, you have nothing, so it doesn't matter if you go. Okay, so Tallithsyr is going to go. What is the source of that sound?
Sarah, no.
Also,
Damn it.
just saying before I leave to move my laptop. Everyone in that circle has disadvantage on listening checks. So if any of the allies walk into that circle, sphere, they might not hear the sound anymore. Just
Yep, good
I'd
call.
also get smacked around by wind, but you know.
Yes.
It's okay. Hopefully they won't
It's
get
a, it's a
there.
good sacrifice, yeah.
Hopefully they won't get there.
Okay, so yeah, Tallithsyr ends up in the water. Oh yeah, and she needs to make the wisdom saving throw again.
Uh-huh. Second. Does she get a +2 as well? Because I'm basically right next to her.
You are basically right next to her. She does, which means she actually succeeds as she hits the water.
Just fucking splashed in the face by water, like, oh no!
Yeah, so she is suddenly aware of her predicament.
She got cold water to the face and is now like, oh shit.
Tallithsyr, get out of here. I can't say that.
You can't because you're paralyzed.
Y'all.
Oh, I do need to double check something on that actually.
Kelariis, you'll be glad to know that all of my get rid of paralyze things require me to touch you.
Oh, that's fine.
So I can't
It's not fine.
unparalyze you.
It's fine.
I can't unparalyze you yet.
Didn't you have something like Calm Mind or something? Crap? Or
That
what
doesn't
else?
get rid of paralysis.
No,
Yeah,
no, but
plus-
that does help against charm.
What do you think I was gonna do?
Oh yeah, I should mark.
Look, I'm just
mean,
saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone. I wouldn't have. To be fair, I wouldn't have unparalyzed her anyway, because yeah, I've got a better thing to do.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll probably be okay. I won't be okay, but it's fine.
Okay, seeing that there is significant aggression coming from the boat. Oh, I just realised I forgot to roll a thing for Zudar. That's fine. I will say that it missed because I fucked it up.
Oh. Sudar lives.
Yeah, he does not actually get hit by that. Okay. So, basically on Arya, V, and Lyra, one of the sirens casts a spell, which V cannot counterspell because she used her reaction. Oh, except it's the start of a new initiative step, so, but I should check. She is still not in range. Arya, V, and Lyra need to make a dexterity saving throw as a sheet of rock-hard ice pounds the deck of the ship.
What the fuck?
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
weird. One up me. Oh yeah, V's not here to make it.
Yeah, V is not here to make it, but she'll make it in a second. So you would normally take 9 bludgeoning and 16 cold, but that's halved, so that is
Jesus Christ!
4 bludgeoning and 8 cold.
Man, I really hope V doesn't
Makes
fuck
that
this up.
save. Because isn't that like all of her health, basically?
No, she has more health than that.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Just sounds
You need to make a
really fun.
dexterity saving throw as a sheet of ice descends upon the deck from above.
Oh, I will do that.
No, that's not cool.
Dex save.
It is cool.
Uh,
Fuck.
Okay, so you take 9 bludgeoning and 16 cold.
Ow! Then 16. Bam.
Ugh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I totally forgot that. I'm gonna say he goes next in the initiative order because I forgot about him.
Oh, lovely.
The captain, Morgan Battlehammer.
Oh, Rob. So wait, how much damage did I take? 9 plus. Shit, can I?
9 plus 16.
9 plus 16, so that's 25. Can I possibly save against that concentration, or is that impossible?
It's 1/2 of your damage. Or 1/2 of the damage you took.
So, okay, let's make a concentration check.
So
Does that
that's-
succeed?
12.
Yeah, that's a success. So your
Holy
your
shit.
sphere doesn't dissipate.
That's good, that's good. I like my spear.
Good job with remembering
It's a good
concentration
spear.
checks.
I love that.
Nice
I love
spear.
this.
Oh, and the other siren needs to act as well. I forgot.
Yeah, it was actually not even that bad on. Like, slightly, like, 45.
Also, Rob, another question.
Yes.
Does my reaction refresh
At the top of the
round?
initiative order.
Gotcha. So I have my reaction again.
You have your
That's
reaction
good.
again, yes.
Good to know. Just in case. Even though those things aren't even in my spellcasting range.
Okay, so I guess the only thing it can see is Zudar, so it's going to cast this at Zudar. And miss!
Oh my.
Nice.
Thank God.
Zudar is one lucky bastard.
Zudar is getting very lucky.
Like,
Morgren is going to... He runs out of his chamber, sees sirens and whatever the hell those things are, yells, "Merfolk, to battle stations!" Runs back inside, grabs a sword, and runs out again, and that's all he can do.
Right. Good sir.
Stealth check. Oh, okay, that is a 7. So, you guys are now aware as you spot that have crawled up the sides of the boat and beginning to crawl towards towards those of you who remain on the deck, a significant number of octopuses.
What the
What?
fuck?
What?
Or octopi, more accurately.
Why are that occupied?
Alright. Alright, kids,
Uh,
we're eating calamari tonight!
If we survive,
1, 2,
the
3.
long-
No, I believe!
well, like, it's one way or the other.
One,
Someone is either
1,
going to be
2,
in.
3.
Why is there
four,
octopi?
Uh,
I'm so confused.
yeah, that one is going to dash and try and climb up the mast towards Arya.
What the
Okay, so okay, 1, 2 against Vondal. Interesting. Oh wait, because this isn't. Okay, this is not an attack, right? Okay, so Vondal, I need you to make me a athletics or acrobatics check.
Lovely.
Grab.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. The octopuses jump to they clamber towards you and attempt to grab at you, but they're not just grabbing you to try and restrain you. They're grabbing you to try and take your stuff.
Wow.
Dude.
What the fuck?
One of them is going to attempt to grab your component pouch.
No!
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Need you to make me a athletics or acrobatics.
What the fuck?
I believe
very
you're
bad.
a bunch of kleptomaniacs.
That is just enough to pass.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
One of them is going to attempt to steal Morgren's sword, and does not succeed.
Oh, that would have been something. Goes out of
This
his way
is
to grab his sword.
silly.
Just-
Vondal, it is your turn.
So I can't see everyone in the water from here, can I?
No,
Okay.
you'd need to be closer to the edge.
Okay, we're going with Plan B. I'm gonna cast Hold Monster on this siren.
Make me an intelligence check.
It might be a
No.
person.
It should still work. Where's the creature?
Oh, wait, does Hold Monster work on humanoids?
It just says choose a creature you can see within range. But so does every single spell.
Can you roll it?
Yeah, roll the description for me.
It just as a creature.
Spell has no effect on undead, so it just works. Right.
Make a whiz save.
Wisdom saving throw for one of the sirens.
DC 16.
Oh, this is one of the saving throws it is not proficient in. Okay! Boom! You paralyze the siren.
Good. Huh. And let's get a little something. Actually, no, I can't because that's a spell. I've already cast a spell. God damn these restrictions.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can do then.
Wait, you don't have any
wow.
other bonus?
Oh shit, that's not one of them.
That's Thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
That is also an
I've got
action.
No other bonus actions. I've got no other bonus actions I can do at this
cool.
time.
Lyra.
Are any of the octopuses? Well, I guess there's plenty of octopuses to go for. Guess I'll go for this one.
Okay.
Does Lyra get pack tactics from me being here?
I think she
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, ally within 5 feet. That's a hit.
Nice.
Cool. Lyra shreds an octopus.
Fucking
Thanks.
octopus.
Calamari!
Kelariis is so
Why are
ready
you
for this.
so into
Kelariis
having
is just
calamari
so
right
excited.
It's her favorite food.
Okay,
Look,
so
seafood is fucking great.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Also,
4,
I'm hungry.
5, 6.
That's the real. That's the
now?
real.
That's the real reason,
1,
honestly.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
Oh wait, no.
One of them is paralyzed.
Should be there actually because they
And
are.
half move.
Yeah, they've got 25 feet and it's half movement. So.
Do they take damage from the storm sphere?
What does Storm Sphere say?
They have to make a strength save, I think. Well, let me check it.
Well, hang
Um,
on. Don't they also not willingly move into damaging
Each
terrain?
creature in the sphere, when it appears or that ends its turn there, must succeed on a strength save.
Yeah.
2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Um, the
Any creature that ended its turn in it has to take the damage again, I guess.
Oh right, okay. That would have been handy to know beforehand.
Sorry.
So do you want to roll me the damage again?
Well, also, wouldn't they not move into it because they don't willingly move into damaging terrain?
Because it's not like obviously hazardous to them. It's not like lava or a giant pit.
Oh, come on.
Nor can they get closer without getting in.
Yeah.
They could go around it technically, but
Well, they take damage from it. They do seem to like. Oh wait, actually, it's. Yeah, no, they do fail.
Oh, okay, they do get the extra 1d4 from Bless.
Yeah, that wouldn't help. But it is now the end of their turn, so they are going to make the save with advantage from the not being able to hear properly, and with a d4 from Zudar. That is enough to pass. They both snap out of it,
Oh wow.
nice.
but they no longer have their bless bonus.
They are also both in a slight predicament.
They are. Grim.
I think they lose. They don't lose the bless.
I think they do because they used it, didn't they?
Like whenever a target makes an attack or saving throw before the spell ends, target can roll.
Oh, it's just as long as Zudar is concentrating.
I
Okay.
think I think guidance is the one that.
Guidance is the one who gets.
Roll.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay. I guess I move first.
Yes. You move. You spend your movement and your action to move as close as you can, which is basically
Right.
level with that dwarf.
Wait, shouldn't it be one closer because double 20, like half it and then you double it. So it's,
Oh yeah. There you go.
and then come on, saves.
Advantage with plus 1d4.
But I've already been rolling with advantage,
Oh,
and
for
that's not
fuck's
gonna help.
sake!
That is not
Oh,
gonna
dear.
help.
Grim!
Oh, and you take 8 damage. Oh no, make your saving throw first.
Quick save.
Okay.
Please at least succeed. Thank you.
God.
I need to roll for these guys because I forgot.
I was like, maybe I have a chance with the extra D4, but no.
No.
Actually, I mean, I know what I'm. There's one thing I can do. I'm
What is
gonna
that that
use
you can do?
Indomitable. Blah, that word.
Dominable?
Indomitable.
Oh, to automatically succeed.
No, I get to roll again.
Oh, you get to roll it again. Okay, cool. Do it. You still have advantage. You still have the plus 1d4.
16!
Roll that 1d4.
Oh,
20.
That's enough to pass. You snap out of it.
That's useful. That's a
Christ.
good skill.
Hmm,
Well,
certainly is.
That is all you can do.
yes.
Arya.
Okay, I'm gonna
Who are you
Can
gonna
I
shoot?
shoot this octopus that's coming up for me?
Yeah, you can aim down. It's climbing up the thing towards you.
Yeah, I want to shoot that fucker off. Well,
That's a hit.
is it?
Yes, it is.
Shit.
It's an octopus.
Well, I know,
not
but
not known for their sturdiness versus projectiles.
That's fair.
Done.
And then can I hunter's mark the siren?
Okay. Do you want to make me a nature check with advantage before you do anything else? Okay. Something in you is something in your innate senses is triggered by these creatures.
Are they monstrosities?
Oh my god,
Oh,
are they
shit.
monstrosities?
You don't know. You feel like they might be, but you don't know.
Okay, well, forget the hunter's mark on that one. Hunter's mark, this one.
Okay. You hunters mark him.
Finally, we get to fight monstrosities. It's been 700 years.
Zudar. Zudar has seen all of the shit that has been leveled at him and is like, oh fuck. And he's gonna take cover.
I mean, same, honestly.
Like, fair, Zudar, fair.
Take the dodge action, Zudar.
As long as he.
He's gonna disengage because he has to walk past the octopus.
Oh, okay.
He is now in cover now, though. And that is all he can do. Actually, wait, let me check his spells. What spells does he have prepped? He does not have healing word prepped, so that is literally all he can do. Kelariis.
I can't do worse shit.
Oh yeah,
Save.
you are paralyzed, so all you get to do is save.
Alrighty. Go. Fuck.
Nope.
Fuck.
God damn, that's a bad save. That's a bad roll.
That is a
This is
bad
such
roll.
A bad roll.
This is a great time, guys.
Cool.
Uh,
And okay, so the Merrows are each going to make attacks against Grim, Kelariis, and poor innocent crew member.
no boy.
Why did you have to describe it as poor innocent crew member?
Okay, so Grim, a 20 hits you. but not a 9.
You don't even have a shield right now, do you? Or do you?
No, like.
He does not have his shield. No, he does not get a shield equipped. You take 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
Kelariis, both of these attacks hit you, and both of these are crits because you are paralyzed.
Oh no. Oh.
Okay.
So that is.
Man, this crew would be so fucked right now if we weren't here. I mean, they still might be, but you know.
I feel like instead of the crew being fucked, we're fucked now.
Yeah.
Take another 10 damage, Kelariis, plus take 25 damage total.
Oh my god.
Alright, well that's half of my remaining health.
Oh my god.
That's fine.
V.
It's not,
Okay.
but...
Oh wait,
I'm gonna-
crew member takes damage first. First does not hit him. Second does hit him.
Death.
He's dead.
No!
No!
I mean, I was mostly joking, but
Rip.
I also wasn't joking.
Fuck.
Oh,
Fuck.
at least one less mouth to feed.
Wow.
Shut
Grim.
the fuck up, Grim!
Now is not the time.
Look, always look at the bright side of life.
That's not a good thing. Okay, I'm
That's not
gonna
the bright
fucking
side.
try to zap that bitch again because she's still in my.
Okay.
Zippity zappy.
Come on, ho.
Zippy zap.
That is a hit with 20.
Oh, thank lord. So that's 46 lightning? Okay.
Nasty.
Bam.
Bam, 13 damage to the face.
So that's my
I
bonus
don't know if
action.
that's the one that casts...
Yeah, that's only a bonus action as well. That is wait. That is the person who cast
Oh,
the whole person.
please.
So that is it's still a DC 10 con saving throw because it's not enough to increase it. Succeeds.
Motherfucker.
Fuck.
Boy. Well, I'm just gonna keep fucking messing with these guys, so I'm gonna cast Chatter.
Oh yeah, do you want to roll me the dice? Because I realised as well that the thingies started their. They've all had their turn in the
Oh, I see.
damage.
Roll 2d6. So that's 8 damage. And save against it.
Oh yeah, I'll roll saves manually because they don't have huge bonuses. No, that both failed.
Do you have to save again? Or like the whole person?
Oh yeah, definitely. Every different source of damage. Which technically should have been on her turn, but 12 plus what is that? Oh no, it's DC 10. So yeah, it's a pass regardless of what the modifier is. So yeah, what's
Okay.
main action?
Casting Shatter on the 2. Oh, that's a high roll.
That is
that's
a
high roll.
that is a
Wow.
oh that's a high roll.
Nice!
Ta-da, that's a high roll.
And yeah,
That's a high
all
roll.
That's these two.
Con saves. Ouch. Okay, one passed, one failed.
Oh, blimey, that's a high roller.
And she has to make another saving throw.
Uh,
Let Kelariis go.
Hashtag free Kelariis.
Bismillah, no. Oh wait, that's another -2.
Mamma mia, let her go.
Put aside for me.
Oh man. Oh, no one was gonna do the third one?
Nobody's gonna do the third one, are you kidding?
Con saving throw. Wrong character. Oh, what is half of 25?
12.
12.
No!
The dice roll is a 12.
No!
Damn it.
Shit! We're so close, and yet so
So
far.
you round down. Oh.
Yeah, you always round down in D&D.
Uh,
Always round down. Defender always breaks ties.
Yep.
So Tallithsyr. Tallithsyr is just like, no.
No, the zero!
Oh god! Does Sarah even have weapons?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
she has
good.
my old sword.
This is not good.
She's actually one of the only people who is wearing armor.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
not a good thing to jump into the ocean with.
But she's only wearing leather.
Yeah, she only has
Yeah,
leather,
only
so
leather
it's not too
armor.
bad.
So she's gonna swing
So proud of her.
13
So proud of
damage.
her, but
That's
also
max
proud of
damage.
I'm so proud of her!
Massive damage.
And she's gonna action surge. Oh, actually, technically,
Get out of there!
No, she. Okay, so technically that attack was her action surge, so she's gonna action surge. And she is going to use her breath weapon.
Do the thing.
It makes a dexterity saving throw and fails.
Nice.
So she rolls, I think.
Uh.
Oh yeah, I've got a thing set up for it.
Okay.
7 fire damage. Okay. It happened. It was a thing.
Definitely a thing.
I'm so proud of her, but this year, get the fuck out of there!
Does Sarah breathe fire?
I
Okay.
can't say anything to her!
You can't because you're paralyzed. Sirens. It's bonus action to keep singing the song. Oh no, doesn't bonus action to keep singing the song because nobody's affected by it anymore. In that case, oh no, oh wait. No, yeah, no, they definitely would. Let me just drag. Okay, there we go. And oh yeah, and paralyzed, so can't.
Well,
Fucking bye, I guess.
Gonna cast a spell, out of range, can't do anything. And changes armor class from 15 to 18.
Oh.
Oh. That's acceptable. Well, we're all really grouped together, so I was really scared.
wait, you're not that grouped together.
We're grouped enough together that
Yes.
probably an AoE could hit us.
Probably.
Like
Yeah,
almost.
her problem is that she can't do that without hitting her teammates.
Well, I don't know if she cares.
Well, I mean, she kind of relies on them to not let her get hit, so I think she does
Yeah,
care.
fair.
I make the saving throw first thing at the end of the turn, don't I? Hold monster.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
end of each of its turns, it makes a wisdom saving throw. Oh, wow, garbage.
Yeah.
Hot garbage.
Stay
Oh,
there.
2d6 please, V. That's a fail.
Good roll.
That is a pass. So... Oh, and that means Constitution saving throw. Passes.
Fuck's sake.
Morgan. Morgan Battlehammer attacks with. Oh yeah, he has a fuckload of attacks. I forgot. He has 3 attacks.
Nice.
Wow, those are really good attacks considering how bad his stats are. He kills the octopus. Squish.
Yay.
Octopus turn. The 2 of them are going to attempt. Oh, actually, yes. At the end of the siren's turn, from the siren who attempts to swim away, something is said. I don't think any of you speak Aquan.
No.
No.
Nope.
If only Lily
Yeah.
were here. Yeah, Lily speaks
Lily.
Aquan.
Lily speaks it.
I feel like Lily would also be in a lot of danger if they were here, though.
Yeah,
gonna
they
say.
would. Okay, so Duke. Wow, the two octopi attempt to grapple you, Vondal, and just flail wildly, and then go attempt to run away. Do you want to reaction attack of opportunity?
Sure. Let me go to my hammer.
Okay, yep, that's instantly dead.
Oh, yay.
And the other one gets away because you don't have a second reaction. It's now your turn.
You know what? I'm a lot more okay with this. Alright, what's the best way to do this? Well, regardless, I'm going to be going 1, 2, 3. If I drop into the water next to Kelariis, is that just the end of movement?
Yes, yeah, because
So I can still do it in the action.
yeah, you'll fall, but your action will be to do something.
Cool. And second question. What's it saying? Okay, so if I cast freedom of movement, would that get rid of the paralysis?
What is the description on freedom of movement?
In fact, I'll just roll it. Would that
Not cause a target to be paralyzed or restrained.
For the duration, your target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain. Spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the authority nor cause the target to be paralyzed nor restrained. Yep.
Okay, I was just wondering if it had to be preemptive. So in that case, I will drop into the water behind Kelariis and cast freedom of movement.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Vondal.
You are no longer paralyzed.
Thanks, Vondal.
It also means you get to move quicker in water.
Yeah, you can also now move quicker in water.
I can swim like crazy. This is
How
great.
convenient is that?
Okay. Lyra.
Also, attack better underwater.
The bark. There's like fuck going in the water, bro.
Yeah.
What's the deal with this octopus?
It is currently attempting to escape over the side of the boat.
Can Lyra reach it?
Probably.
Okay.
Get it.
Or
Okay. Grab at its tendrils.
I can't tell if someone's echoed really badly or
Yep,
what.
there we go.
We both said
Bork.
Bork.
Yeah, we
Okay.
Bork. Heck.
Disengage. Do.
get out of there, buddy.
Good plan, sir.
Grim.
Well, I can finally unsheath my my Morning Star.
Yeah. I imagine you unhook it rather than unsheath it, but yes.
Well, yeah, okay, that's true. It would be rather awkwardly shaped otherwise.
Yeah.
That'd be a weird ass sheath.
Wait, I like that myself. Well, let's sign out. But oh, do I go for the paralyzed one? I feel like I should. I'm gonna retreat.
Oh, by the way, you take... What was it?
Oh, yeah,
You need to make a strength save against
Oh.
these damage. For 9, potentially.
Oh,
Yeah,
saves.
easy peasy.
Yeah, so you take nothing. The... Murray is going to get a attack of opportunity on you.
Oh.
It hits for 8 piercing.
That's
Reduced.
No, because he's not wearing armor.
Because he doesn't have his.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have his heavy armor on.
Very luckily, I'm not wearing my armor.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
now
that's
I
true.
get to swing at this thing with advantage. Oh, I get to add a D4 to it. So
Yeah, you can add a d4 to it. That is not a
Oh.
hit.
Yeah.
I get to swing again. Oh, that's
That is a
better.
hit.
Hey.
And it,
It is an
And
automatic
add a
crit
d4
because of paralysis.
We can do words real good today, guys.
So roll, give me another d8.
oh,
No.
That's rolling 18. Well done.
Well done. I know that's the damage you want to be doing.
right.
Yeah, it's
And
cool.
Solid 11.
And I'll use my thingy to attack more often.
Attack and surge.
Surge.
Nice.
Another hit.
Okay.
Got 2 more hits.
And then I will.
Yeah, that's 2 hits. So
Yeah, because it's. Okay. And then next one.
That's some good damage.
Nice.
yeah, okay. So you just beat on this helpless siren.
Yep.
Karma.
That's a lot of dice.
That is a lot of dice. Arya.
Okay. Gonna shoot the one I hunters marked.
Go for it.
Nice.
And I need to remember how your proficiency thing works, or your favorite enemy thing works.
It's been a while.
It's been
It's been a while.
You can deal bonus damage.
+4 to damage rolls against monstrosities.
So just +4.
So that is 13. Okay, yeah, you loose an arrow and this thing like it passes like straight through its torso and leaves through the end, leaving a bloody exit wound. It looks very, very badly wounded after that shot. Zudar is gonna be like, does anybody need aid?
Hello.
Hello.
I need healing.
I need healing.
I need healing.
He sprays some healing juice on you.
Thanks, Moira.
You're welcome. Kelariis.
Okay.
V, we
I had
need to
a-
talk about your Italian accent.
I watched
I'm
a bunch
gonna
of old spaghetti westerns.
Jesus. I'm gonna take some
Okay.
swings. I have my sword on me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume you carry these things on your belt.
Yeah. just
The things
not
I'm assuming you don't have are shields.
my
The exception being Vondal, because it's his holy symbol.
Yeah.
Also fair. Alrighty, let's
on his
make
back,
some
probably.
swing. If that hits.
That does.
Okay, I have a question because I don't have a shield. Can I swing two-handed?
There is no reason you can't. You don't.
Okay.
You just don't get your bonus damage from your fighting style. So, I think it's objectively worse.
Okay,
Yeah.
just kidding. That I'm not gonna do that. But I will
That's
smite.
little.
Because it's Tallithsyr does it because Tallithsyr has a different fighting style to you. But...
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. You kill him dead in the water.
Oh, just kidding. I don't smite then.
Nice.
And I will swim over to. Guess the siren that comes going
She's
after.
a little far away. Isn't she? Oh,
There is
I
a
can
dude like here still, and
Yeah.
here,
I know. Oh, actually, yeah, no, just kidding. I'm.
and there are still civilians in the water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's okay. I thought he got up the boat for some reason. I was just like, oh, this is fine. It's not fine. Yeah, I'm gonna come into this guy and just swing instead.
Okay.
Maybe.
Hit it very
Maybe.
hard.
Fuck!
Wow.
I don't swing it good.
You do not. The water like slows you down even through the freedom of movement, and he moves aside.
It's just like an aggressive wave in my face. It's like,
Duh,
no.
duh, duh.
Oh no.
Uh,
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Oh, do you want to move your hunter's mark, Arya?
Oh right, yeah.
To whom?
I guess the one closest to Asira and
Okay.
Vondal.
Cool. They are going to. Oh wait, no. Slight retcon, because there was an order given. So that one goes there.
Oh,
Oh.
hello.
I'm okay with
Oh.
this.
Fucking Grim.
I love you,
One,
but I am
two,
mildly less
one,
concerned about
two.
this now.
Kelariis, what is your AC without armor and shield?
Shit all. It's like a 11 or something.
Okay,
It's
then
really
these both
bad.
hit you. Grim, what is your AC without armor and shield?
I'm 10.
Also shit all.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
Kelariis, you take 21 piercing damage.
Are you still up?
Oh yeah, barely.
And
that's
Grim,
all.
you take 19.
Well, I'm gonna try very. Oh, that's decent. So
Okay.
that's -6 to that.
You block him as he comes in with his claws.
Oh.
V, roll 2d6 for these guys.
Yeah. Did they fail their strength save?
Oh, I actually forgot to roll for them. That one does, and that one does. Yeah, so they both fail. Oh, and the... Oh, no, yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna target the one next to Kelariis with...
Oh, yeah.
Did you just skip my turn, my dude?
Because I forgot, yes.
My dude. My dude.
That's my bonus action. Oh,
Boom.
wait, no, wait, I have to roll
You,
for
you,
it,
you have to roll to hit, yeah.
but I have advantage because he's still in the circle.
He is still in the circle. That is a hit.
23. Okay, well, take 15 damage. And then I will target that hoe in the background.
Oh, Kelariis, you also need to make a saving throw against freeze damage.
Strength, right?
Yeah. Oh, as does Daemaris, technically.
Oh, the Sarah, no.
That's a 3.
No!
I should probably also make mine.
You make it on your turn.
Right?
So, did you do it on your turn?
Yeah, I did last.
Yeah, so...
So that lady can take like 1,000,000 magic missiles to the face.
Which one?
The one in the background.
Okay, that one. Okay.
Those are some good rolls.
Shoof! Yeah, she is currently attempting to swim away as a volley of magic missiles just barrages her beneath the surface and she does not emerge.
Wow,
Nice.
He was severely
Fuck
injured.
you.
I mean, you say she was severely injured, she just took 27 force damage.
Yeah.
Well, it's just compared to the other one.
The one that
Right,
you
well,
wailed
that's my
on.
turn.
Yeah, cool, that's your turn. So yeah, Tallithsyr already took her damage, so... Or did she? Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
So, swims in closer, because fuck the risk.
So proud
8.
of her right now.
That is literally all she can do. She takes 2d6 damage.
Well, if she fails a strength save.
Oh yeah, she does.
No.
Oh no, she automatically saves because she's
Well, yeah,
she automatically fails because she's paralyzed.
Oh,
Cool.
Wait. Oh, okay. No, sorry. I
In-
heard something wrong.
In her paralyzed state, she is forced under the water.
Get wrecked.
Wait,
That
so
was good
Tallithsyr
damage.
take damage
She
from the
took
sword spear?
her
Yes.
one, like,
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
before.
she took it.
Yeah, I did it before her turn, but because I was remembering to calculate it at the same time.
Got it.
Cool, so they're all dead. Morgan is just like, get these fools back on the board! And he is going to help him on his athletics check. Vondal.
Probably.
Cool. First of all, that guy fighting the dragons has got incoming.
Okay. Hung. Roll damage.
Boom.
KO!
Damn, Vondal.
Nice.
It's like
In that
basically
case-
max damage.
Let's just move in.
Half speed.
Yeah, No, that isn't ranged. Oh well. In that case, let's just
you
go
want-
again.
Oh yeah.
Getting rid of War Priest.
Okay. Dong.
Nice.
Dink donk, as we call
That's
it.
only the 15.
Yeah, you land a square hit on the back of his head. Is that everything?
Save.
Oh yeah, if you're in range, yeah, then save against freeze damage.
Strength.
Strength. Oh, we'll use the
Nailed
same dice roll, 12. So yeah, nothing. Lyra. I presume pass.
Yeah, I just can't do anything.
Mark really on deck.
Athletics check for this
finger.
dude with advantage.
Isn't he dead?
Okay.
Oh,
It's all of the crew are on the same initiative
Ah.
tick. Okay, so he gets pulled up. Grim.
now I make my strength save.
Now you make your strength save. Ooh, 12 damage.
Wait, what's the DC?
It's 15.
Okay, then the +4 is not gonna help.
Oh yeah, because you're still blessed, technically.
It's starting to hurt. Oh, I can. Well, first off, I need help.
Yep.
Uh,
Take a breather.
okay, I'm good to go again. Like next one.
Oh, yeah, good to keep going.
Yep. Let's see. Oh,
Oh!
Yes, Grim.
Massive
Nice.
damage.
Good dunked on.
and
That is also a hit.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Nice.
Actually, I'm gonna try and instill some fear,
Oh shit.
because
Get
I
him.
am tired of this guy.
Oh, you attempt to menace him as he goes to bite you. You headbutt him in the face, and you hear something in his face break.
Oh my.
Kill him with the
yes.
security die damage.
He killed him with a superiority die damage.
Yes. Nice,
Nice.
Grim.
And
Oh,
with
brilliant.
that, yeah, we are out of initiative.
Yay.
Oh god, I'm gonna dispel the
Nice.
fucking storm spear.
Thanks.
Oh,
Kelariis.
get out.
Hi.
Be healed.
Yeah, have some magic.
Oh,
I feel like
thanks.
getting
I
out
can-
of the water is important.
Thanks.
Yeah, now let's get out of the
Yeah,
magic.
especially as there's a lot of blood in the water, and you don't really want any more predators to show up. Oops.
Look, I'm dispelling the storm spear. I'm dispelling it. Fine.
Oh, actually, I would try and get this crew member back to the ship, because.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Dead
you can
body,
grab him.
Yeah.
Yeah, for funeral rites and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also res him.
We could.
We could.
No, yeah, we could.
technically.
Yeah, but at this
Um,
He
point,
hasn't, he hasn't
You
been-
don't have much time, so if you want to do that, you need to decide now.
I mean, we have the ability to, so let's just fucking do it.
That is.
Well, it's
that is,
Kelariis' decision to make because she has the components, unless she hands it off to Vondal.
Yeah. Fuck it. Oh, sorry. Can we get back on the ship, or do we have to make checks?
Well, you will have to resurrect him in the water, otherwise you won't have time.
Okay, I will go and do it because I have a
Okay.
captain. So
Okay.
I will go and do that.
Expend
I-
your things.
Alright.
Done. Let me mark it.
There are no consequences for River Fight, are there?
I don't believe so.
Believe
I
so.
will check.
I can roll it. Give me a second.
Returns to life with 1 hit point. Spell can't if life who died of old age, nor restore missing body parts.
Okay, well he's not missing any body parts. Oops. Should be just 1. Okay, so he coughs and splutters back to life. Yeah, the bloody gashes in his side from where he was torn into by the thing are healed. Interesting fact. Nobody saw you do that.
What?
What?
Nobody saw you do that. Nobody saw you resurrect him.
Oh.
Oh.
Why not?
Okay.
Because they weren't looking.
No,
Okay.
well, yeah. That makes
Okay.
Oh, nobody from the other crew, I guess. Or not even us. I'm
Uh,
confused.
Well, I only rolled a perception check for the members of the crew, so.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, I guess if Kelariis is not concealing it, then you guys see, but they don't.
Yeah, I mean-
The rest of the crew do not see you resurrect him.
Yeah, I have.
He knows what happened, but
Sup?
yeah,
Hold them back to the ship.
he's just sort of like floating in your arms, and he's just like, "Thank you."
Alright, we're gonna get you back to the ship, buddy.
This is one hell of an
Okay.
expensive boat trip.
Yeah.
Whoops, that's something.
Yeah.
I
Most
can't
expensive
drag
boat
it,
trip ever.
Good man, you bought a boat for that money.
but- Ayo.
Shut up, man.
Guys, we can have shitty octopus.
Boats are more expensive than that. Unless you want a rowboat.
Actually,
So-
I also realized I was saying calamari. That's not octopus. I'm a fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
that's squid. It's fine.
Yep.
You can still eat
wrong-
octopus.
wrong
So-
one.
I will
God
eat
damn
that.
Morgan Battlehammer rounds on you guys and is about to get super mad at all of you.
Why?
But when he sees the guy brought back to the ship completely, still alive, he suddenly softens. And he is just like, I can't believe we got caught by surprise like that. What happened?
Some sirens showed up out of nowhere.
Hmm.
Oh, it definitely explains the empty ship from earlier.
It certainly does.
Ah.
The ship was abandoned.
You just put that together.
Actually, yes, I did.
The ship had been
That's
abandoned
fair.
by the crew because some sirens had charmed them. That
Yeah.
would have been
So-
our fate.
So Morgan sort of like looks around and he sort of says, well, suppose I can't fault you for jumping into action. Let's get this mess cleared off the deck.
Wait.
He's
We
fucking
can.
dead.
We can.
Oh yeah.
We can cook them. That's food.
He sort of like looks at it and is just like, well, if you want to try, then you can try. I guess our cook's out of action for now, anyways. Points to the guy on the deck.
Alive. He's fine.
He
Fine.
doesn't look healthy enough to be cooking anything.
Yeah, he's probably
No.
still bleeding quite badly.
Remember,
Oh, yeah.
he is also a mortal, not a hero, so
Yeah, he's
That's
only
fair.
on.
he doesn't
like,
heal
yeah,
nearly as
only
fast as you
brings him-
guys.
It only brings him to 1 HP. It doesn't like heal him to full.
Yeah. I mean,
Also, the dude just died. Give him a break.
No,
Yeah,
come
I
on.
know, I know.
Give him more than like 30 seconds to get used to being alive again.
Yeah, but like he owes us like a life debt now, so.
No, he doesn't.
Shut up, Grim.
And on that
Life-
note, we will take a brief break because we've been playing for 2 hours.